I think everything's on the table, G-Mac. Like, at this point, they've literally taken a rag and cleaned the whiteboard, and they're starting over from scratch in many respects. The tradition, the rivalry, the, brotherly love, us sticking together and taking care of ours, that us factor of college football is out the window, and it's all about those ducats. I mean, less than a year ago, Texas and Oklahoma were in the Big 12. Then we have a situation where we've got UCLA and USC bouncing from the West Coast and the Pac-12 joining the Big 10. At this point, anything is possible. I think from a fit standpoint, with Kevin Warren of the Big Ten getting his law degree from Notre Dame and the history that we have there geographically, academically, all of those things make a ton of sense more for Notre Dame to join the Big Ten if they're willing to give up their independence than it would for the SEC. Notre Dame has been pretty clear and moved deliberately and slowly. You got to give Jack Swarbrick credit for the way he sits at the poker table. He's not one to knee-jerk react, although he did prove that he can move quickly with the ACC. That, to me, is the interesting point. Can Notre Dame moving forward afford to have a $50 million deficit in the revenue that they generate from their football program compared to the rest of the national landscape? That's the situation they find themselves in. That's the situation that Clemson, Miami, and Florida State find themselves in. So what's happening now is everybody's behind the scenes trying to poke holes in the grant of rights. Notre Dame won't be the first to leave the ACC, I don't believe, but it would join if Miami, Florida State, and Clemson find a way to get out. But I had this thought the other day that I want to throw out. Notre Dame's already got that friends with benefits relationships with the ACC where they have 5 annual games and can do whatever they want for the rest of the season. What if they did a hybrid model where they did 5 in the ACC and maybe it's 5 in the Big Ten? Maybe that's the nice sweet spot and middle ground where Notre Dame gets the best of all worlds, increases its revenue, but still maintains its quote-unquote independent so that it can do its Shamrock Series and play an annual game against Navy, which is the most sacred and holiest of cows in South Bend.